Welcome, humans, and any celestial body else out there listening. This is Curious Minds, Infinite Answers. I'm your host, Courtney Christine Koskin. This podcast, simply put, is a mix of human curiosity and how, with the help of AI technology, curious minds can get the answers we seek. Let's get mind-bending and plunge deep beneath the surface of our everyday thoughts. Let's begin. Imagine starting your day. You wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face, and put on clean clothes. From the moment your feet touch the floor, you're surrounded by products that seem harmless. But what if I told you that many of these everyday items, from the detergent in your laundry to the plastic wrapping your breakfast, contain toxins that could harm your health, the planet, and even the quality of life as you age? In today's climate, are we truly living longer, or are we just prolonging poor health? Let's dive in. Okay, I know these topics have come up before, and depending on who you are and what you've learned in your past, how old you are, and what you really care to focus your attention on, a lot of this may seem familiar or redundant, but I really think this message is worth sharing because the quality of our lives and longevity depends on it. So thanks for tuning in. Have you ever looked at the back of your laundry detergent bottle? Words like fragrance and brightening agents sound harmless, but they often hide a cocktail of chemicals linked to hormone disruption, allergies, and skin irritation. Dryer sheets? They're coated with waxy chemicals that release harmful fumes when heated, contributing to respiratory problems and even asthma. Now onto the bathroom. Many cosmetics and toiletries, shampoos, deodorants, and even baby products contain parabens, phthalates, and formaldehyde-releasing agents. These chemicals are absorbed through the skin and have been linked to hormonal imbalances, reproductive issues, and even certain cancers. Toothpaste. Some brands contain triclosan, a chemical that not only disrupts hormones, but also contributes to antibiotic resistance, making future illnesses harder to treat. If you've never gotten an oral microbiome test, I highly recommend it. The bacteria balance in our mouth is absolutely critical to keep in balance. Bleeding gums can indicate inflammation. Inflammation spreads throughout the body and creates a myriad of other problems for you. I may do another podcast episode on oral microbiomes just because it's absolutely fascinating the amount of information we don't know, but if we did, could help us live a healthier, longer life. But for now, trust me when I say, and what my grandmother always used to say, oral health is of utmost importance. Brush your teeth, floss, and drink green tea. Green tea is packed with antioxidants, contains antimicrobial properties, and helps support cognitive function thanks to the natural caffeine and L-theanine. Blue zones, where people are the most healthy and happy and live well past their 90s, incorporate green tea into their daily lives. There's a lot to be said about this plant, but we'll leave it right here for now. And then there's food packaging. It's no better. Microplastics and BPA found in cans and plastic containers leach into your food, particularly when exposed to heat. For example, microwaving food in plastic containers accelerates the leaching of harmful chemicals, directly contaminating what you eat. A lot of things that say microwave safe are just saying really the container in which you're microwaving is safe, but you never really hear about the chemicals that may seep out of such microwave safe container and into the food you eat. Similarly, drinking from plastic water bottles left in the sun exposes you to even more toxins because heat causes the breakdown of plastics into endocrine-disrupting chemicals. Endocrine disruptors are natural or man-made chemicals that may mimic or interfere with the body's hormones, known as the endocrine system. According to the Endocrine Society, there are nearly 85,000 human-made chemicals in the world, and 1,000 or more of those could be endocrine disruptors based on their unique properties. I say this because it's not a bad idea to start looking at the back of the products we purchase. Even your morning coffee might not be the safest. Many takeaway coffee cups are lined with a thin plastic film to make them waterproof. This film can break down and leach into your hot beverage. Bringing your own reusable mug isn't just eco-friendly, it's healthier for us too. And of course, there's processed foods, full of sugar, preservatives, and artificial colors that don't just harm your metabolism, they promote chronic inflammation, the root cause of many diseases, including arthritis and cardiovascular issues. So the question I have is, why do we keep using these products? Yeah, because they're convenient, fast, easy, and marketed as life-changing. Or perhaps for some, it's just become the norm. But this convenience comes at a cost. As a society, we've normalized sacrificing health for ease. When did we decide that instant gratification was worth polluting our bodies and the earth? And what is it going to take to really make some serious changes for ourselves and our planet? Because living long is no real goal if your quality of life suffers. Take dementia, for example. Studies show that chronic exposure to environmental toxins like heavy metals in certain household products can damage brain health over time. Add in diets high in processed food and low in nutrients, and you have a recipe for cognitive decline. Dementia and Alzheimer's, once rare, are now alarmingly common. While there's no cure, lifestyle choices can make all the difference. Of course, there are some mutations in our DNA that, no matter how great our life choices are, still may result in a neurological decline. And so I empower you to take control of your health and keep in close contact with your doctor and taking the right tests to ensure that you don't have this mutation, or if you do, to stay on top of the development of it. I think you can agree, especially in the Western world, our values have shifted. Businesses capitalize on our love for the quick and easy, making billions while we unknowingly harm ourselves. And as we age, these small exposures add up. Sure, like I said, we're living longer, but many of us are living sicker. Conditions like Alzheimer's, diabetes, and chronic inflammation are skyrocketing. Assisted living and healthcare costs rise as more people need support in their later years, creating financial and emotional burdens for families. And while we also attempt to make better decisions for our bodies, our planet is also paying a price. Plastics that are filling our oceans, breaking down into microplastics that are now found in fish and drinking water, not to mention found in our lungs and our brain and even reproductive organs. And it's not just microplastics we worry about. Toxic chemicals from household products seep into water supplies, affecting ecosystems and wildlife. The environmental cost is staggering, contributing to climate change, biodiversity loss, and long-term soil and water contamination. Yet, like myself for so long, many of us feel powerless to change it. But what if we could? What if small, intentional changes in our choices could ripple outward to create a healthier world? It's a fact that the millennial generations and those coming after are much more serious about taking control of our health. And that's why I'm so passionate about getting messages like this out, so that more people can hear and be prompted to make these kinds of changes. Let's talk about taking back control for your health, your family, and the earth. Let's talk laundry. Instead of conventional detergent, look for companies that have organic options. For dryer sheets, switch to wool dryer balls. You can even add essential oils for fragrance. Do your own research, cost analysis, and come up with your best solutions. Speaking of fragrance, we are obsessed with them. From perfumes, body wash, lotions, and scented candles. Most candles are made out of paraffin. When they're burning, toxic benzene and toluene are released into the air, both of which are known carcinogens. Burning paraffin candles can also cause respiratory problems. Do you ever start to get a headache or feel yourself unable to think clearly when you've got a paraffin candle burning? Yeah, those are the side effects. Non-toxic, organic candles, like beeswax candles, or 100% soy wax candle, not soy blended, mind you, are a great natural substitute. They use natural fragrance or essential oils and use a sustainably sourced wood or 100% cotton wick. Now, when it comes to cosmetics and toiletries, opt for clean beauty brands. Always read labels and avoid parabens, sulfites, and synthetic fragrances. For toothpaste, look for fluoride-free and triclosan-free options like Tom's of Maine or David's toothpaste. Consider DIY skincare using ingredients like coconut oil, shea butter, and essential oils for a truly natural approach. And when it comes to food and packaging, use glass or stainless steel containers instead of plastic. Avoid microwaving food if you can in plastic containers, because the heat will accelerate the leaking of harmful chemicals. Avoid drinking from plastic water bottles that have been left in hot environments, such as a car in the sun. Bring your own reusable mug for coffee to avoid the plastic-lined cups at most cafes. Buy fresh, whole foods and reduce processed foods. Brands like Thrive Market or local co-ops often offer sustainable options at reasonable prices. Support farmers markets to find seasonal, pesticide-free produce. And last but certainly not least, cleaning products. Skip the bleach and ammonia and anything synthetically scented. Vinegar, baking soda, and lemon juice work wonders for household cleaning tasks. Brands like Method, Mrs. Meyer's, or Branch Basics provide eco-friendly and effective alternatives. For a simple disinfectant you can make at home, mix water, vinegar, and tea tree oil. If you've never really been into the culinary scene, well, phone a friend. Cook at home more often to control ingredients and reduce reliance on fast food and packaged snacks. Spend time in nature to reconnect with what's real. Practice mindfulness and stress reduction, which can improve your overall health and counteract some environmental stressors. The good news? You have the power to make a difference, not just for yourself, but for your loved ones and the world around you. These small intentional steps add up. Question the products you use, because let's face it, these companies are living their best lives off of our hard-earned dollars. And what are we doing? We're investing in what we think is our health and well-being, but in reality, could be our more rapid decline. Choose alternatives. Share what you learn. Together, we should demand better from businesses and build a healthier, more sustainable future. Thank you for tuning in to Curious Minds, Infinite Answers. If today's episode resonated with you, share it with someone who could use this knowledge. Until next time, stay curious and stay health conscious. Thank you for tuning in to Curious Minds, Infinite Answers. I'm Courtney Christine Koskin, and I hope you'll join me for next week's episode as we proceed down the path of curiosity and discovery, uncovering various topics along the way. If you have any comments or want answers to your burning curiosities, drop me a line in the comments below. Until we meet again, find the good in the world, and if you can't find it, be the good.